everyone who visits that site should there be any kind of disaster. And what is the name of this state? Aloha State. So it shows Aloha that that small little community will support people who need to be there should they need somewhere to stay for any kind of disaster. And let me tell you, the ones that who are not in favor will be the very first person there. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Moniz. Is there anyone else? Oh yeah, we've got one more. Please identify yourself.
Aloha, my name is Sunny, also known as Mana Kekuna. I'm the best for last, I guess. Anyway, good morning. On behalf of my ohana, I'm the great-great-grandchild of David, who this community center is being named after. I'm a big favor of this building being built, in other words. And I represent those who live here in the city. I was raised there for 25 years. I wasn't born there. A lot of changes have been happening, a lot of disasters, what have you. And now, as people say, look at the bigger picture. We're not only fighting for a community center for disaster periods. We're looking for our kids as well. I'm a father of two. Community center can be also for parties, example. Modernization, Wi-Fi, what have you. Basketball courts, what they say, which is not needed there. Anyway, but yeah, I speak on behalf of my family, my two kids and my wife, and we are in full support of this community center. Mahalo, aloha.
Thank you very much for your testimony. Members, any questions for the testifier?
Maybe one more.
Seeing none, thanks for being here this morning. And we have another testifier, Zeke Kalua.
Mr. Wan.
Good morning, Council Chair White, members of the Budget and Finance Committee. My name is Zeke Kalua, testifying today as an individual. Oftentimes in our community, we're very reactive to situations. And my personal stake in this facility, in Nahiku Community Center, is having gone through a physical experience, which was when we had the closure of the Pa'ihi Bridge in Hana. And consecutively at the same time, there was a rock slide at the Manawai Nui just past Kahiki Nui. For 41 days, I lived at the Kalena Center, and I received airdrops from the National Guard, and I distributed supplies to over 150 families, not individual residents that were somewhat isolated at that time. Recently at the Kahiki Nui fire, there was access denied to Kaupo because of the same reason. And so we had to open up the Keokea Community Center and try and provide services for those people that were also displaced at the time. Not even 3 nights ago, there was a tree that fell down, excuse me, by mile marker 47, and that blocked off access for 2 hours to the residents of Kenai and Wailua Nui. And during that time we had, as was mentioned by Leho Kazma, vehicles on the road for 2 hours in the dark with zero resources, including restrooms. It's unfortunate that there is some disagreement in that community about what should be the best course of action. But if you look at the benefits of what a community center in Nahiku would bring, perhaps the opportunity for Kaunua Senior Services to provide services for their kupuna, the opportunity for the Boys and Girls Club to probably provide services for families that are working that could definitely use the assistance for childcare. All of the opportunities that Hui no Ke'olapono could do as far as providing free blood pressure screening and other services. All of these things are proactive thoughts that we should be considering when looking at a facility of this size in that community. And change is hard for a lot of communities, not only Nahiku, but all throughout the state of Hawaii. So I am in support of the Nahiku Community Association's request to build this facility. I also believe that it's long overdue. And I do hope that we can get this thing moving forward soon because, as you all know, the costs increase, it seems daily almost. This is a remote area to build, so it will cost more to bring resources out there. There's no batch plant right next door, so it's going to cost money to bring out that. And the sooner that we get on that, I think the better it'll be. So please join us with your support today to support the construction of the Nahiku Community Center and the approval of the budget amendment so that we can go out to bid the project. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Kavua. Members, any questions for the testifier? Seeing none, thank you for being here this morning.
Thank you.
Is there anyone else in the chambers who would like to provide testimony this morning? Seeing none, we will go to our district offices. Dawn, do you have any more testifiers in Hana?
Office has no one waiting to testify.
Thank you very much. Lanai office, do you have any testifiers, Denise?
There's no one waiting to testify at the Lanai office.
Thank you. And to Molokai, do we have any testifiers there?
Good morning, Chair. This is Ella Alcon of Molokai, and there is no one here waiting to testify.
Thank you very much. One more call for the chambers. Seeing no one moving to the front of the room. Members, without objection, we'll close public testimony.
No objection.
No objection. Thank you. And we'll take a brief recess and wait for Corp Counsel to... Oh, there he is. Hiding in plain sight. Okay, members, the first item we'll be taking up is the Nahiku Community Center budget amendment. Mr. Wong, would you like to provide opening comments?
I don't think so, Chair. We'll just be prepared to answer questions.
Pardon me?
What? Can't hear you.
I think we'll just be prepared to answer questions.
Okay, yeah.
No, he's saying something.
He said he's prepared to answer questions if we have any.
Yes.
I don't think we have a quarterback for this project here, so you're the quarterback for the day.
Okay, so let me quarterback this from the back seat.
From the back seat, good.
So first of all, I did hear the testifiers today, and I'm fully aware of the concerns that were raised on both sides of the issue. Currently, what's before you is a budget amendment for monies for the construction and design of the Nahiku Community Center. And there's a lot of contention about whether or not we follow the law and whether or not the project is within scope. I sit here before you and I assure you that the project at its first go-round did follow the law. And there's no doubt in my mind that the project as presented previously was consistent with and compliant with the law. As it relates to the current status, everyone should be well aware that the County of Maui is currently in litigation with the previous contractor. The status of it is still pending, and the deputy assigned to it is not available today. I am aware of the current status of it, and we have a ways to go in it. We did file suit against the contractor, and we did a demand on its insurance policy under its performance bond. So that's public information, and that's what we filed in court. Whether or not we're successful in that is, yet to be seen. We're still in the discovery phase of that action, and I believe strongly that if this item moves forward, all it does is strengthen our position in the litigation. In terms of the timing of it, I can have Jerry, who's sitting to my right, explain. And she's heard, by the way, all the concerns that you heard today. Jerry's been dealing with that topic for some time now. So it's concerns that were raised today, and the testimony from testifiers on both sides are not new to us. We've heard both sides for a very long time. And Jerry's been, I think, very responsive to the community members and will continue to be responsive to the community members. If there's any particular questions about the project, I'm ready to answer. I think the matter should move forward, and I think that there should be no reason why you should not vote as you see fit today.
Thank you, Mr. Wong. And, excuse me, members, but I've been scolded now twice for not introducing the members this morning. So, welcome, Mr. Carroll, Ms. Bisa, Ms. Cochran, Mr. Couch, Ms. Crivello, Mr. Guzman.
Good morning again.
And Mr. Victorino.
Hello, and thank you, Chair.
And for now, Mr. Hokawa is excused. So, with that, I'd like to start with the district representative, Mr. Carroll. Any questions for the council?
I have no questions. I have a statement I'd like to make, if it would be appropriate at this time. I'd like to thank all those that participated, even those people that didn't want it. We thank them because we need to hear from everyone. From the beginning, when this was first proposed, the Nahiku community proposed this, and Melly Carroll was one of the lead on that. That actually, I believe, really started this. And I was not on the council at that time. Bill Medeiros was a council member from East Maui. And I did check and I did follow up when I did come back on the council. And as Corporation Council stated, I conferred with them by several times, and everything was always that all the legalities were met. And not at one time did we ever have anything come up that disputed that. We had people that were not satisfied with it, but legally we had come across nothing that was done improperly up to this point right now. And I'm very pleased because we're proud of our Corporation Council and our people and planning and everybody else as they go through it, and they did go through it thoroughly. It's unfortunate that there was some division about what should be done. I just talked to one of the testifiers, Christensen, yesterday,